So I just got back from my local card shop here in Japan, and I spent about $100 on some old back Pokemon cards, as well as some other Pokemon cards that I hadn't picked up yet. So I just want to show you what we've got. Let's take a look together. So like I say, I just spent a bit of money on some cards and I wanted to get some stuff, so I'm going to show you what we've picked up. They all still have like prices and stuff on them, as well as probably there you can see it says Mew, but you'll see what that is a little bit later. Some of them are quite damaged, but there is a reason for that. I will explain. But let's take a look and we'll just go one by one and I will show you these cards. And I will put these all off to one side and I will just bring them into the camera as we go through them. The first one is the Mischievous promo card. Now, I realized I haven't pulled this yet. Actually, up on the shelf, I have the promo that's been sent into the channel by Aura Guardian, so thank you so much for sending that in English. But here is the Japanese one. I am going to take it out of this sleeve because I want to transfer it into a different sleeve. It is slightly damaged there up at the top, but this is a cool card. Look at that promo. So from Volume 9, the Trainer's Book, Volume 9. On the back, you can see that there is just a little bit of whitening up there. So if we did get this graded, we would not get a perfect 10. I mean, we might get an 8 if we're lucky. if we're lucky. But anyway, I will put the price of what the PSA graded value is down below if we were to get a 10. But that's still a cool card. So that's the first one. The second through 5 or 6, I actually got from the 50 yen bin. So I did get a Pidgeot Jungle. And, I say jungle, I got a Pidgeot from the Tropical Islands promos. These came out in sets of 3 in Japan, so you could buy all 3 together in like one special set. So I think it was Pidgeot plus 2 others, and then there was like other cards. I've picked up a few of these randomly for like 30 yen, but I didn't have this one, so I thought I'd pick it up. There's a Mew there, very cool. And this one is kind of beat up too, so you can see on the back it's not in the best quality. It's a bit bent there too. But anyway, I mean 50 yen, I still feel that's quite a nice pull, or a nice kind of like get. Next up, I did get a banned card. I've been wanting to get this for a little while, and I don't care that the edge is super whitened here. The actual card of this is worth a fair bit of money because it's banned. Can you guys tell why it's banned? Yes, because she's naked. They did, yeah, this is such a weird card, but again, quite damaged on the outside. I'm just happy to have it. I mean, this is very played. I mean, a very, very played quality card. Next, I have a capsule card, and a lot of these cards are actually capsule cards because I want to start filling out these sets. Some of those cards are ridiculously expensive, like there's an Alakazam that's about $400. I did not buy that. Maybe one day, But anyway, we have a capsule pincer, so very cool. These came out in special vending machine sheets where you can get like 4 cards and then you peel them. Again, kind of damaged slightly in the bottom corner there, but there's no way we'd get like a perfect 10 on that, but we might get a 7 if we did, no 6, because you can see it's quite damaged up there. But anyway, next I have a Porygon, and I've never seen this card before. A lot of these cards are probably cards that you guys haven't seen before too, but this is super, super cool. Again, a bit damaged. Wow, that text looks awful. That 3 and that D, I mean, it looks fake, doesn't it? Wow, that looks horrible now I think about it. I don't like that text. But anyway, this is still a cool looking card. Again, also quite damaged on the outside. So 50 yen, I mean, I'm happy to have it. I did get a Slowbro card, and this is just awesome. I've never seen this art before. Most of these I've never really seen, but I'm a big fan of this. Very, very cool. This one's actually in better condition than the others. There is a bit of black stuff on there, but maybe get off. It is kind of dinked in the corner there, which is kind of certain. Oh, actually, it's dinked there. Okay, it's not in better quality. Wow, actually, that's in really bad quality, or really bad condition. Well, there you go. 50 yen. I mean, what are you going to do? And then we have a Rattata, and I love this art. I accidentally did buy 2 of these, so I will show you another kind of cleaner one in a second. It's a bit damaged on the outside, so I may give this away at some point. So, yeah, very cool card. All right, now onto the other cards. First off, we have this card here. This is a Promo Lucario. I picked this up because I know someone that would be very interested in receiving this. One of my friends, so I've just going to put this to one side for now. This is a cool card. Look at that. I mean, just fantastic. That's from 2008. I was a very cool card. Like, really, really nice. I did also pick up this 220 yen value Jinx, and I got it for 70 yen. And can you guess why I got this? Well, firstly, I mean, it's an old back card, but secondly, it is Komiya art, and eventually, I would like to get one of every single Komiya art card, because I am a big fan of his. I truly am. Like, Komiya's art is fantastic. Just look at that. And that Jinx is probably a banned Jinx as well. You probably can't buy that in English. But, I mean, it's still a super interesting card. Really is. That's back when he was quite tame with his art. Alright, next up is this card here. So this is, was it Stun Tank? Or Scun Tank? We got it for 180 yen. But again, it's a Komiya card. This is from 2008. So pretty cool. It's a common card. So, I mean, it's pretty easy for people to get it if they were buying those packs. But you can't really get old packs from 2008 anymore. The condition's actually pretty good. So I'm kind of happy with that. Although the centering's quite off. A bit like me holding my card. Why am I holding it there? It should be there. But yeah, again, more Komiya art. So we'll put this in a sleeve. And again, I'm going to put whatever the graded 10 value is down at the bottom. So take a look at that. 280 yen. We picked up a Caterpie card. And it's an e-reader Caterpie. And it's interesting because like in the past, they used to have first edition. Like even on this one here, it has first edition. All the way up to X and Y, I think they had first edition. But resellers ruined that. They can't have first editions anymore. But this Caterpie card is just adorable. I'm a huge fan of this. So, of course, I had to pick it up. It's a little bit white at the top. So, this would never get a perfect 10. But it's still a cool card nonetheless. And e-reader cards are just, they're so sought after. Okay, the next one. This cost about 800 yen. This is a really nice condition, as you can see. Boop. Metapod. And this art, just look at that. Isn't that cool? I'm a big fan of that. I mean, that really is a pretty card by Kuspe. Very cool. And like, there's no real damage to it. Like, it is actually in quite good condition. No real dinks. Get my lighting in there. So this possibly could get a perfect 10. I mean, the centering's off, but a lot of these capsule cards or a lot of the promo cards that released back then were off-centered. I brought a Pikachu card recently for about, I think it was about $100 too. And that card was, pretty beat up. No, that card wasn't beat up. That card was in very good condition. It's perfect condition. What am I on about? It's just very off-centered. Wow, my brain stopped working completely there. Alright, we got a Poliwag card. Now, this one is slightly damaged at the top there. But again, cool Poliwag. Never seen this before. Look at that sheen. Some of these cards, because they were basically stuck down on like this other sheet, they have this weird sheen. They look fake, but they are real. So don't you guys worry. It's an okay card. So we'll put that in there. So very cool. I mean, so far we're doing pretty well, eh? All right, we have a 1,000 yen card. So this is kind of damaged, but still, it's an Onyx, and it's my favorite artist. It's Komiya. Again, quite damaged. Another capsule card. Very cool. Very interesting. It looks like it's panicking. Maybe maybe it doesn't like the rain. I mean, it is weak against water, so that would make sense, right? So that card we will also put away in here. Ta-da. So very cool. Next up, we're going forward in time a little bit. So this is 2009. Going forward in time from here, back in 1990, whatever year this was. Did they put the date on these? Wow, they didn't. No, anyway, for 1998, possibly. So this is just a standard, old, like normal back card. It's a bit damaged on the side, unfortunately. But still, that is a cool Haunter. I love my Komiya art, so I put that in there. That's from the Platinum 4 set. Platinum 4. Next up is a 280 yen card. This is Execute. Very dark looking. I mean, it's like the top shell is broken. Like it's been dropped. They all look so sad. They're like, no. This one's like, ha. Like, hey. That's from 2004. 2004. Now, the edges are a bit white, but still, nice card. Eventually, I will get a full Komiya set. And if you guys are enjoying this, please do give us a like. Please subscribe. I'd love to hear your comments as well below. Right, this one's quite damaged, but isn't it adorable? It's a Sandshrew with a flower on his head. And I think this is around the time that Komiya started getting a bit more wacky with his art. I mean, that is pretty wacky. I mean, isn't that cool? They used to have the artist name there. It's annoying because sometimes when you have like the card sleeves on them, you can't see who the artist is, but you can tell that's pure Komiya art. So again, very cool card. And I think I'm almost halfway. I picked up a lot of stuff for quite cheap. All right, and you're going to want to stay till the end because the end is where all the good stuff is. Now, this is the second Rattata. This one is in much better condition. It has no scratches, supposedly, so this is very cool. Although, I guess the attack Hikaku, so it does have scratch, so the card with no scratches has scratch. But beautiful art, beautiful art. Next up is a seal. I've never seen this art before. This seal card is very nice. Just look at it. It looks so kind of derpy, just kind of just in the cave. Quite nice condition too. And I'm tempted. I am tempted. And let me know whether I should or not. Should I get some of these cards graded? I've never sent anything off to get graded. And I've always been tempted to, but I just never have. All right, we have a Machoke card. So this was 280 yen. Look how cool that art is. That's so unique. That's by Habu. Or Habu? Habu. I mean, isn't that awesome? What a cool design. Now, it is a bit dinked in the corner there, but that doesn't really matter. That is still a cool card nonetheless. So we will gently sleeve this up. There we go. All right, just a couple of cards left. I think it's about 10. Next up, we have a 280 yen. Boop. Ponyta. Just a gorgeous Ponyta. Again, probably the art most people haven't seen. I think Pokemon Pocket's actually going to have a lot of arts from these older like capsule cards and old sets that were never released in the West. So it'll be interesting to see what they have. I mean, there is a Slowbro card that's going to be coming out too, which is pretty cool. 320 yen got us this card, which is a Rapidash. So same artist. No, not different artist. The first one's Kimono. This is Nishida. Interesting art. I mean, it's quite elegant. It's very thin. Maybe it's a malnourished, very malnourished Rapidash. That's kind of sad now I think about it. But anyway, cool card. Next up, for 320 yen, we have everyone's most hated Pokemon when you go into caves. Boop. We have Zubat. But the Zubat is cool. I mean, that art looks super, super dark and it's just so interesting. But again, pretty nice quality. I think there was a little whitening there up the top. Still a nice card though. We will sleeve this up. Sleeve this up. Ta-da! Very cool. All right, next up for 280 yen, we got boop, a Hitmonlee. And that says effect guard. So I think it's a guard against some effect. Don't quite know what, but anyway, we will do this sleeving too. And so they did have some trainer cards in these as well. All right, we're getting into some of our final cards. 280 yen got us a Doduo. And can you tell who the artist is? I hope you can. It's Komiya. What a cool card. It's just like, nom, 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 nom. This one here's just like, I mean, they're the derpiest. Truly the derpiest arts. But I got all of this for $100. I mean, that's just unreal. And I haven't even got to like some of the cooler cards yet. Oh, whoops. I'm dropping half of them. All right, there's 180 yen. This got us this Sandshrew. Now, it looks like the color's faded, but actually, I think that's how it's supposed to be. Pretty nice. There's no real scratches on it. On the back, it's also quite clean too. It's quite clean. So I will put this in a sleeve like so. So, Sandshrew. All right, we've got how many cards left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, almost at the end. And if you want to see more videos like this, please let me know. I actually have another pile of cards that I want to look at. This here was quite cheap. This was 70 yen. I got it because it was quite damaged. This one had a sticker on the front too. But still, very nice Fearow. Fearow does not get much love these days. I haven't seen a Fearow or a Spearow card in a little while. Or at the very least, my brain does not remember. Okay, next up, 480 yen gets us a more modern card. This is going to be in one of the Hate It or Rate It's definitely. But this is a Dialga EX. Look at that, from Black and White. What a cool card. I mean, I told you had to stick around to the end, because like some of these cards that I'm going to be showing you are pretty damn cool. And we got them at a pretty good price. So yeah, that's 500 yen there almost. And again, really nice quality. So very cool. Next up, we have for 300 yen, and this one was quite cheap, like surprisingly cheap for 300 yen. We got a Black Kyurem. So Black Kyurem EX. This is also from Black and White too. I think it's a different Black and White set, but still such a cool card. These EX cards were so dynamic, like truly, truly really nice looking cards. So I put that in there. That was a small set, 59 cards. Wow. All right, 3 cards left for 1,280 yen. This card is going to get you a Kadabra. And I think this is one of the last printed Kadabras before the threat of lawsuits happened with Uri Geller. I will quickly sleeve this up because I don't want to touch it for too long. But that is just such an interesting card. I mean, it really is. It is a bit damaged up the top there. But other than that, I mean, that is a pretty good condition card. So we will put this over one side. Next up, for 1,780 yen, so we're getting a bit more expensive now, we have a kind Yadoran. So this is the Slowbro. Fantastic. Again, slightly damaged, but still a cool card nonetheless. There's also a scratch on it. Can you see that scratch? Oh, wow, the surface. Oh, I didn't see that in the shop. Oh, well, you win some, you lose some. There's no way in hell we're going to get a PSA 10 or 9 on that. But again, Komiya art's fantastic. It still builds out the binder. But my final card, and I've been wanting to get this for a little while for 3,000 yen. So that's about 20 bucks just for this one. I picked up a Capsule Mew. Look at that. Isn't that a cool card? Like, truly, that is a wonderful looking card. Now, there is a tiny bit of white up there, which is kind of sad to see. It is off-centered, but again, is it off-centered? It is a bit off-centered, yeah. But other than that, I think that is a very, very nice looking card. So I will put that in the last sleeve here. There we go. But we got some awesome looking cards. I mean, I am so happy that I went out and bought some cards. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video too. I rarely do videos like this, so I'm kind of curious to get your feedback. If you are still here and you did enjoy it, of course, please do give us a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe. It's always much appreciated. And let me know below if you want to see more like this. I actually have another pile of cards that I picked up from somewhere else that I want to go through and look at, as well as some other cards. This is almost 20 minutes. I'm looking at the timer, so yeah, if you enjoyed it, just let me know. All right, I'll see you next time, guys. Bye! I mean, there's lots of cool cards here, right? But I am just so happy I finally got that Mischievous. I still can't believe I haven't bought it yet. I was so surprised when I looked at my collection, like, I don't have the Japanese one of this yet. Now I do.